Good night, everyone. Tonight, God is good and God is good all the time. My name is Irma J. Spiritual Divine. I'm here to give you some news and word on tonight. Um, we still most of this is like update. We pretty much gonna have update all this month. New rules for the new year of 2024. Now, I would discuss with you all one, abortion, two, classified document, three, the gay order, four, common sense gun law, and five, safety stores gun law, and six, new rules to run for president for the next season. So first I'm gonna talk about the abortion. Okay, I want to establish abortion rights. For all across the nation, not a specific state, all across the nation. Now abortion had been banned, for years, but all these women, have the right to choose what to do with their body. Some of the women had to go all out of town to get this procedure done, and then some of them can't have the procedure done and still got to go to 9 months. That's a risk in their life. So I want to establish abortion for all women across the nation. Now, without abortion, we'll be life threatened. One, legal abortion. That's what we need to try to do for all across the nation. Also, have health care to go along with it, and the abortion period. All that go together. Um, so, so I want all women to have legal abortion across the nation. I want all women to have access to health care. Along with this process, I want all women to have access to this abortion pill. So without abortion, there will be life threatened for all women. So one, a woman may have complication with a pregnancy and need this procedure done. Without this procedure done, her life will be threatened. Either her or the baby. So two, the baby may go into the woman too and need medical procedure done. So three, the baby might be dissolved and need this procedure done also. So four, if a woman get raped and she don't want to carry a full-term rape seed, the baby need the procedure. This woman need this procedure done. Because she ain't gonna want to carry a whole 9 months or something that happened like that. So five, they stated abortion was a crime. But it's only a crime if a woman get to have the procedure done for no reason. So we will try to. I want abortion to be restored. How all across the nation. Okay, so let's talk about the classified document. We had a lot of mishandling with the classified document of 2023. So this year, 2020, last year, 2023, now we've been having problem with document being mishandled. Now we don't want the same issues to happen for this year of 2024. So there will be new rules. Classified documents are secret, not to be shown to no one. It's for safety. So document had been moved, mishandled, and it also had been declassified without being authorized. So it have to be authorized. For anyone to have the document in their possession. So one, do not remove document from the building or take it home. So two, classified documents are a secret. It's not to be shown to no one. It's for safety. So three, classified document will be monitored, to make sure no one make copies or leave the building. Okay, to retrieve classified document, you have to be authorized first, and then sign in and out with the security present. So the procedure for 2024, never take document home, or action will take place. You will. So we don't want these same issues to happen for this year, 2024. So 2023 was too much happening. That's why we have to have these new rules and policy in place for this new season. So gay order. Gay order is not only for regular people now. It's for high profile, people also. So Constitution in the First Amendment protect everyone, from freedom of speech. Constitution in the First Amendment. Now we will not take advantage of it and use it by speaking secret information, and code information. You cannot use this information to speak publicly. You've been in court, and you come out. Whatever was said behind closed doors had to stay behind closed doors. You can't go public. You come from a meeting, that had to stay behind closed doors. It can't be speak public. So gay order prevent public statement, and taking talking about the court cases, secret legal information public. So when you speak out public, court cases, anything secret, you cannot use Constitution in First Amendment. The government restrict information and comment from made public. Now I want policy for gay order to remain. Legal secret information should not be spoken in public. It should not be made in public. So we're gonna try to keep that, we're going to try to keep that behind closed doors and not be spoken public. Okay, so now let's talk about common sense gun law. And this one here is very important because this dealing with kids finding guns in the home, some harming itself at the home, and some taking it and bringing it to school. So this here is it's gonna be a good safety law, for anyone at home with kids and a gun. So I request for policies to be written up, for common sense gun law. Now, gun safety procedure. Now, raising a federal minimum age to purchase a firearm. And I raised it up to 21 years old. Because you had too many young ones, 17, 18 years old. That's too young to purchase a gun. So 2, we're gonna enforce a criminal background check. 8, check for mental health. So we had so many mental health purchasing these guns. So and B, criminal charge. So we're gonna check for mental health, we're gonna check for criminal charge. Any criminal charge or mental health, they cannot purchase a gun. So 3, gun trafficking. Some of them are going to the store and buy the gun. They're buying the gun from somebody else out in the street. So and 4, we're gonna enforce gun steward law, secure the safety at home. So all this here is under common sense gun law. Enforce the gun stewards law, for safety. Now, gun stewards law. That's the one I was talking about for at home. So now we're gonna talk about safety steward gun law. Something you should have at your home when you have a gun in a child. So we need the safety at home. Now many kids finding guns at home and bringing it to school or they harming themselves. Safety steward law, was designed to protect children at home with guns. The way this works, now you're going to store your gun in a box, and you're going to make sure you lock it. Make sure it's unloaded and the gun safety is on. Gun safety is off, I mean to say. You're going to make sure it's off. Okay, so this safety steward gun law, it come in place because so many reckless, leaving guns on the table or under the bed, it have to be high up, and it have to be unloaded. I know you're saying when emergency comes, we don't have time to be putting bullets. Well, you have to have the bullets somewhere close by, you know, because you really have to have the gun unloaded. Because if a child find the gun unloaded, the child either gonna use it on itself or they gonna put it in their book bag. So it has to be unloaded. You know, so the way this works, buy a box, lock it up, make sure it's unloaded, and then make sure the safety is on off. And make sure you put it on a high shelf. Now, if a child, teenager do find it, and they shaking the box is locked, and they shake the box, no bullets, not in it, so that'll be a good thing to have um place in your home with children. Now, this safety store gun law, it came in place because so many reckless, with loaded guns lying around for children to find. Now, you may secure the gun or in the box, um, and store it on the top shelf. One, make sure the trigger is locked. Two, make sure the gun is unloaded because they might find the box and shake it up. So you got the gun loaded and they're shaking it up, automatically it gonna go off. So it will save many lives. So let's talk about the new rules. To run for president for next season. Now so we won't have the same problem that we have. So we have the rules right off hand when we have so many situations going on. So these are the new rules. That you cannot interpret, interact in these procedures, to run for president for next season. So one, insurrection, to act or in instant of violating, especially violating against civil or political authority or against any established government. So two, no indictment and trying to run for president at the same time. We're not gonna have that for this season, for the next season. So three, no criminal charge while running for president. Four, no threaten no one. It's not a good idea to run for a president. So we're not gonna have these issues here for the next season of running for president. So we talk about the abortion, establish the abortion for all women across all the nation. And so too, we had talk about the classified document. We had to make sure for this time, this season, we're not gonna bring the documents home. The classified document will stay in a building and it will be monitored. So God, God, we will have it to remain. So we use that, for certain kind of speech, they may, have, and it said prevent public speaking. So we're gonna keep that, we're gonna have that to remain. So for common sense gun law, so it had a whole lot of good things under there. So that's a good common sense good law to have a policy. I need policy ran up for all these things. So when we have these problems and issues and everything, it for these policies, we need these policies to stick. So they can have, so we can enforce the rules. So five, safety store law. We talk about that. You put the gun in the box, make sure it's locked, put it on the top shelf. Make sure the trigger is off. Make sure the gun is unloaded. So six, we talk about the new rules to run for president for next season. So that's all the news I have for you today. Y'all have a blessed and safe night, and I see y'all in the next video.